Hi, Tati and Kaylee in
Hi,
2024.
Tati and Kaylee.
Happy New Year.
This is so strange.
Hi! What the hell? That's really strange. Hold on.
The Vamps.
Tati.
You're seeing them tomorrow. Because I'm really into wildlife photography now, so I'd love to do like a shoot with Nat.
That would be really fun.
What is wrong with me?
Hey guys, welcome back to As Seen In.
Hey guys, I'm Tati.
I am Kaylee.
Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy.
Did you say you're Kate?
Did I?
It sounded like you
I
said
am-
I'm Kate.
I
Hope not. I hope
I'm
just saying that.
Kaylee. If I did say Kate, then I'm going to need to go to the doctors. Something's wrong with me.
Sorry, but carry on. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you are feeling merry and ready for 2024.
Can't believe it. Last year we started a new tradition where we do the same interview, the trend that Billie Eilish and Variety started.
Because obviously you want that.
Of course you want that.
Obviously you care about us
course.
as much as Billie.
Billie Eilish, of course. So that's what we're doing today. We're just going to watch our last episode, the first interview we did last year, and give our updated answers.
Yeah, so obviously we'll answer the same questions, but
Gonna react
we'll hopefully slot in our old answers versus our new ones.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard
in
if you're
some way.
listening.
In some way. Yeah, if you're listening, this might be the one to watch.
Maybe. We're
But-
on YouTube, so check us out there.
We'll see. Okay, let's go.
Where do you see As Seen In this time next year?
I put planning a live podcast show.
Ooh,
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
I actually really hope that we do that. The thing is, there's lots of things I want to achieve this year.
Yeah.
So it's
right.
like, how
So
do I
you're thinking
know?
like, oh, but we're doing it now.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Wow.
Okay, one thing I'd like to see for As Seen In is definitely like the production, As Seen In Productions elevated. Like
Yeah.
we've got something up and running.
Yeah.
Like whether that's a short film we've done or whether it's like us starting to work with other people and
Yeah.
showcase their work. But I like that. I think As
Okay.
Seen In Productions should be on the rise.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, there is so much to unpack here. So the question was, where do you see As Seen In this time next year, right?
Yeah. So I think on the note of planning a live podcast show, that is true.
That is true.
Because we are
Yeah.
thinking of now we're starting to plan a live show for our 100th episode.
Which will be maybe June-ish. Summer. Which does seem soon.
That does seem soon. Yeah, just before, like around late May, I'd say. Around late May.
Okay.
Before we go to New York, yeah.
Or after, it doesn't fucking matter, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure out, but we wanna
roughly
do
for the 100th.
Yeah, we want to do something for like to celebrate 100.
And to be fair, we have had those conversations, so
Yeah.
I guess you manifested it a little bit.
Yeah.
Mine was a bit ambitious with the short film and the As Seen In
Yeah, like
Productions.
whether it's completed a short film.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I still obviously want to do that. That is still definitely
What about
a goal.
next? What about for now next year?
maybe we
Where do we
should.
see ourselves next
Okay,
year?
maybe
this
at
time?
least planning a short film, writing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want something to get into production, but I'm not rushing it. That's one thing I don't want to do.
Yeah, I think I would love to see us go on like a mini tour in 2025.
I'd love to do that. 2025 sounds horrible in my mouth.
I know,
I don't think I've said 2025 out loud.
I know. But yeah, I'd want to see like a mini,
Okay.
even if it's like a 3-city tour
Yeah,
in UK. Just
yeah,
like
for
some version of like a short tour.
Okay, so yeah, because I'm thinking this has got to be this time next year. So it'll be end of 2024.
Yeah.
I want to have seen us do another panel, which I think is realistic.
Yeah, 100%.
I want to see us with a bigger community, I guess. I just want to see us like with people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
Backing
putting
it.
face to names and having
I'd love
people
to meet
on board.
people.
Mhm.
Yeah, meet like our community.
And guests. Oh my god, I want to get as many guests as we can in the next year.
Put a number on it.
So 15.
Okay.
That's like one a month, and then for some months more, which I think we could do.
Yeah.
So cut to next year and see how that's gone.
What is your biggest challenge right
Okay,
now?
my answer was just managing stress, staying organized, and finding time to rest. Those are like my biggest challenges.
I think I rest too much. No, the thing is, we've got like 5 things we want to do for As Seen In, right?
Yeah.
If I looked at that on a piece of paper, I'd literally be staring at it for 24 hours because I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, I struggle finding a starting point.
See, that's also my issue, but I put too much on my plate and I start them all. Do you know how
But,
expensive it is to run a podcast?
Guys, it's so hard. And like,
it's January when we're recording this, and other than like podcast stuff, I work in film, and filming is like notably terrible in January, and I just feel like I want to be able to fund the things I enjoy doing, and it's
That is
so hard.
hilarious.
But also, with having said that, it doesn't have to be. It's just the way we want to do it is expensive. Like, you can make a podcast and start a podcast cheaply.
Okay, that is hilarious looking at because of two things. No, one thing mainly is that I was so stressed about there not being any work in January, and I had no idea that 6 months of strikes were coming my way.
Yeah.
So like, it's hilarious because I still feel like that now. So like, I guess the question being, what are your challenges right now? That does still apply. The funding does still apply.
I think same for me. Like, in terms of like managing stress, it's not really something that ever changes. You just there's always going to be something new that's stressing you out in life. I think I thought that it would be like, oh, you get to a certain point and then you're just no longer stressed, which was very naive of me to think. But I am a lot better at now, like resting. I think I have a much better work-life balance than I did before. So this thing that's stressing me out the most is just continuing to like work. And just make like trying to balance things as usual. Like, nothing has changed.
Yeah, mine is the same. It's like financially, that's the biggest challenge right now, and like that's just the fact of the matter. Hopefully next year we can say something different for a change. But
We'll see.
I feel like that's kind of was expected. It's not like we're at a position where we're financially free.
Yeah, exactly.
One day.
Financial freedom is the ultimate goal, but that takes time. Especially like being in your early 20s. That's just not something that everyone like, I don't know how people do that unless you're literally born into wealth.
And actually, I will say that I think I've got better at doing things. Like, looking at 5 things and not knowing where to start still stresses me out. But like, I've been a bit better this year at like just having to just do things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
What are you most looking forward to this year?
Growing our community, working on more creative projects with As Seen in Productions. That's what I put.
I feel like something I'm looking forward to is the unknown, which sounds really stupid.
Yeah, no, facts.
And like a cop out, but I'm excited that I don't know what's coming, because it's like when that does come around, I'm going to be so much more excited about things and like opportunities that hopefully will present themselves that I am not expecting.
Absolutely.
I'm excited for that, because it's like, oh my god, I would never have either thought of or expected this to happen this year. So
yeah, and I think that's a good thing as well. Like, things pop up that you were just like, wow, I never even like dreamt of this. Like, you didn't even think this was like a thing to think of.
Okay. The question was what. I've already forgotten because it's gone. It was like, what are you most looking forward to this year? What do you think about your answer from last year?
Yeah, I mean, growing the community, we definitely did that. Just being able to see on Wrapped, like, we were a few hundred people's like top 10 or whatever. That is wild. So that happened. I think looking forward to the same thing this upcoming year. Yeah. What about you?
I agree.
Creative projects with productions.
Okay, yeah, I do. Things there have been like talks of things in the works that we haven't just like done yet.
Yeah, we
but,
haven't.
like,
we've actioned a few things. Like, we've set up meetings.
Yeah.
But because of other circumstances, we haven't been able to fully action them. But I think 2025 will be like the year for doing that. So
I think so too. I agree with what I said. Just want to grow the community most, and we have.
Yeah.
And we will.
Yeah.
This is another thing that we will do in the next year.
What are your As Seen in follower counts?
ooh,
Okay.
did you mark it
should we
down?
say what we're looking
Yeah,
forward
but
to
this was
year?
like,
I
okay,
guess we
I'm
just said the
checking
same
Instagram.
thing.
I
Yeah,
believe
sorry.
it's like
It's not a lot on Instagram.
460 on
It's
Instagram.
embarrassingly low amount. But you know what? It's actually not embarrassing. That's a horrible thing to say.
400, like, if you put 460 people in a room, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, but it's not great.
I know, on the internet, it's not a lot.
We've lost so many TikTok followers. I don't know if it's because we haven't posted or if it's people that want to follow back and then unfollow you. That's actually impressive.
That is
724.5 thousand. So that's good.
Almost a million.
I'm seeing millions very soon.
Yeah.
That's the count. Yeah, YouTube is like 600 and something.
That's so funny and so embarrassing.
That's a mix of...
But it's okay because our audio streams is annoying that we didn't log them, because I guess to be fair, we didn't have megaphone at the time. But
Yeah, okay, so we can now say we've got 10k downloads.
Yeah. More than that, it's like 10.3.
Yeah, okay.
People are listening, which thank God, guys. Thanks for listening.
Our follow accounts as of right now, which by the way, we're not actually filming this in January. This is December, but it's 937 on Instagram. So almost double, which is great.
Instagram's just so awful in my opinion.
TikTok. Let me go on TikTok.
Girl, TikTok is awful as well.
TikTok, we haven't grown this year. We're on
No.
9,074,
Okay.
which is not much more
No.
than that. But our likes were on 800 and like almost 850K.
Okay.
And then YouTube
is also terrible for growth. I mean, so bad.
Do you know what made me laugh? Is you going like, I see millions very soon.
Yeah, I don't know what that was for. Was that for the likes on TikTok?
TikTok, yeah.
I
yeah,
mean,
okay, fair.
Valid.
We'll probably get
guess.
to that. YouTube subscribers 727.
No, like, where are you guys?
If you guys are listening and following us now,
Yeah.
you can really truly say you've been here from the start.
Yeah.
Because this is like so unbelievably the start.
Yeah, this is the start. Like, this is the start. Audio listeners, thanks, but also, guys, you need to help us action
Yeah,
other platforms.
Do you know what I love? There's this podcast I listen to called The 505, and they have like tier lists for their like audience. So they call like people who just listen every now and again like small rocks or something.
Okay.
And then the people who are like hardcore fans, they're subscribed, they comment, they're
Okay.
boulders. So we
Okay.
should come up with a system.
That's actually a really good
Yeah,
idea.
like,
What do you guys want to be referred to
What
as?
do you guys want to be?
Because there are people that really do listen.
Yeah.
And like listen every week.
And we wanna
you
be able
guys,
to, like-
thank you so much.
Yeah, we want to be able to like really talk to you guys
Yeah.
as well.
But then also there are people that obviously just come in and out of shorts, which is also
Yeah.
valid. Like
Yeah,
doesn't
so
mean that they're
valid.
going to come in and listen to every episode.
But like jump in.
But jump in and
Jump in.
please just help us out on. If you're listening right now, just take 2 seconds to do something to help us out.
It will help us out so
Okay.
much.
What's been your favourite episode so far?
I put recasting iconic movies, the first ever one we did, when you said Keke Palmer would be Spider-Man. And I invented the favourite white women
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I-
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
I think casting definitely, because I feel like when we were doing it, we didn't realise that would actually be one of the most watched. That is true. I think my actual favourite episode is the one with Adam or Christine. I like both of the guest interviews.
episodes.
But I think Adam was like, we have a really loose structure for it, and I think like it came out how I'd seen the structure in my head.
Yeah.
I think the Christine one was so good as well because it was like our first time interviewing,
Yeah.
and it was like, I don't know, just organic conversation. And then on the flip side, we had Adam, which is like also organic conversation, but very much like the structure was there. But I love both, and honestly, I like all the episodes you do, but
I know. I'm just excited to
I
see more
love
guests. Watching them back.
I know.
So entertaining.
I really want this year to be like year of the guests. And honestly, guys, I've fucking got some stuff coming up. So
Okay, such little baby girls.
Such baby girls.
Thoughts?
Recasting will forever be, that first one will forever be one of my favourite episodes. But my new favourite has got to be Ben Wiggins, our guest
Oh
episode
my
with
God,
Ben.
I loved that episode.
From You. That was like the first time
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is like
Yeah.
a celebrity.
Yeah. Just because it was current as well. It was just like, it all happened very fast.
It all happened so fast. You had just come out.
Yeah.
He was the loveliest person ever. And we spoke for so long. The content was received so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That across like all elements was
Yeah.
just incredible. Like it was a guest episode. It was funny.
Yeah.
It was current. It was like so out of body experiential. It was so great.
I agree. I think all guest episodes have been my favourite. I love every time we do a
Literally,
guest.
there has not been one single guest episode that we haven't left and thought, wow, that was so much fun.
I just love talking to people.
Shout out to all the guests on
Yeah,
I've Seen It.
we're gonna post a still on Instagram of like a wrapped
Yeah,
of all
guest roundup.
all of our guests roundup. So please check that out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still stand by. I like everything we do. I do. Because I like. It's like I like looking back and being like, oh my God, either I can't believe I said that, or I forgot I said that, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I do. I love it. I loved the episode we did in New York just because
oh,
obviously
yeah.
it was a guest one, but it was more just the fact
Oh,
that we were like
Dylan.
in New York.
That was so
That studio was
awesome.
amazing. It just felt again out of body to have even been there.
And the whole studio, obviously love our studio here, but the whole studio experience there was just a level of professionalism, organization, and like it was just a great experience.
Yeah.
You really feel the creative community in New York. Like they know what they're doing there.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
I love it.
It was like it was just start to finish great. I also loved the episode we did right after New York about New York.
Yeah.
Because it was like just getting to sit and like
my
reminisce
God,
for the
that
first
studio.
time together. Yeah. Since we could just actually really go back to that, and it was like just really.
We have to do that every time we travel.
Yeah.
Because we went to Poland, but we
Yeah.
never did a Poland recap. But now we know
Yeah.
to do that.
There was I watched a short we did about Poland. I
We
didn't
did
remember saying that.
we mentioned it briefly. We didn't
okay.
do a whole episode.
Yeah.
But it's fine because it wasn't really like we went there and
Yeah.
did loads of entertainment things.
True.
It was just like for the vibes.
From now on, we'll do guest trip roundups.
Yeah.
The only other one was the Hunger Games Rivals one, episode 71.
Yeah,
that was recent.
good. That was
I
good.
loved that episode so much because it was
Shift
just like,
versus.
yeah, there was just so much like, I just loved it.
So good.
Okay, what has been the biggest podcast achievement so far?
We got signed to Wizard Studios.
Yeah.
The announcement went out last week by the time you're watching this.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely our biggest
so
achievement.
crazy, actually.
Yeah.
And you know what's so weird about it is, like, we started October 2021, but it wasn't consistent. We literally did October to March, and then we had the massive break, and then we started again in October.
Exactly.
So realistically, we've done it for like 5 months, and then before
even
we started
less.
season 3
Yeah.
maybe, and then I don't know.
I thought it was a spam email. I was like, yeah, right. You
Yeah.
want to sign us?
I did.
Great.
I was like, oh, don't you all?
Don't you all?
And then we jumped on the call.
And it was
Sounds
so
like
real.
So real. So if you start seeing ads, I'm not sorry about it, because this is how we're going to keep the podcast going.
And grow the podcast.
yeah, like how do you expect us to do things if we
Fucking
don't
hell.
make any income from it?
Exactly.
We've got people to pay that currently we're using our like own funds for.
Yeah, we're really heavily investing into this.
So guys, watch the ads. Don't skip them.
Oh, that's cute. Looking back.
So cute.
Oh.
Yes, still like that is a huge achievement. I'd say our biggest achievement is probably speaking on a panel and then our first red carpet.
Yeah, those are like two really big highlights. 100%, I would have said exactly the same.
Yeah.
And like, to be honest, for Wizard to even pick us up, I know that they do pick up like smaller podcasts in general, but I know that they actually really believe in us.
Yeah.
We have a really good relationship with, especially with Alex and Aren, who are like, I guess, strategy and logistics and social media people. They just are like always there for us to help us out with anything. So
and shout out to James also.
Yeah, and
he's
James,
really
of
good
course.
with like he's our on the podcast end. He like if it wasn't for him seeing that potential in us, like I don't know where we would be right now in terms of like being signed or not. Like
true.
I just love that they really do see the vision.
True. Yeah, and we wouldn't have been able to do like the red carpet, the chicken run red carpet.
Yeah.
And I just, I still think that is the biggest achievement because of what it's led to.
Yeah.
And the podcast show, I mean, we did that one alone, but I still think it helped having like support from Wizard. So really, really grateful for that. And I can't wait to do more stuff like that in the future.
Craziest fan moment?
Okay, this is such a dumb question. Craziest fan moment.
I put when we were recognised in Watford.
Okay, yeah, that was freaking stupid. And this girl, I think her name was Debbie or Deborah.
I think it was Deborah.
Deborah, she came up, like you walked into the door, not into it, but like through the door, and then I walked through the door, and as I was closing it behind me, someone tapped me on the shoulder, and I was like,
Why do I just speak so much?
Hello.
So
and then
annoying.
she said she watched the podcast. I was like, what? I think your name's Mirabelle. See, I'm really great at names, guys.
You're really good
you
at
guys, you mean so much. Fuck off. That was a joke. I mean, you do, but it's because I can literally pick you out on a hand because of how little this happens. Yeah, I was in IKEA actually.
That was
I
creepy.
actually fell over that day, so I really hope she didn't see that. But me and Heather were in IKEA, and I was trotting around, didn't think anything of it. Went home, got a message at the end of the day saying, "Hey, I think I saw you in IKEA."
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, you did."
The same, like people messaging, like, "Oh, I think I saw you like walking down this specific street, and it was me." And I'm like, "Oh,
it's really me. It's actually.
That's
actually
my
me.
dream." That's actually one of my answers for the next question.
Okay,
Oh, that's sweet.
I don't think
It's
I've
so
had
w-
any other fan experience since then.
No. People recognise you a lot.
Not a lot.
Okay,
no.
when we were at the Wonka the other day.
Yeah, when we were at the Wonka premiere, we got recognised there.
You got recognised there. Was there anything in New York? No.
No, not in New York. Well, no, not really. When we had our billboard in Times Square, the guy behind us, he was like, "Oh, was it?"
He was like,
But like, not like, "Oh, you guys."
Yeah.
So yeah, no,
No, I don't think so either.
nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. Yeah. Same answers as that, to be honest.
What non-ASI aspirations?
So I want to do that sort of like all of those like fun press things when it's like, you know, when they rip off the paper and they've got like the most searched.
I
GQ.
want it.
Sorry, did I think that was
Yeah, I'm
happening
not
this
sure.
year?
I watched that as a short earlier and I was like, huh? I was like, was that
Surely that's just
no,
like
but then to be fair, it doesn't.
pipe
It just says what aspirations do you have.
Okay.
So I'll let you off for that pipe dream.
I put
Yeah.
get married and have a family. Not this year. In bold. Not this year.
in bold.
Not this year. Not this year.
That's not that bold. It's in italics, as is the rest of the sentence. So
Savage.
I think that wasn't actually as bold as
okay.
you think.
Not this year. Imagine like working for like what's it called? National Geographic.
Yeah, that'd be
Because
so
I'm really
sick.
into wildlife photography now, so I'd love to do like a shit with Nat
That would
Geo.
be really fun.
What is wrong with me? I'm into wildlife photography. Goes to Kenya once. Like, the only reason I said that is because I just come back from Kenya and I took a picture of a few giraffes. Like, I wasn't...
No, when you were in Zambia, you did some lion photography.
Yeah, but it's not like... I'm not a wildlife photographer.
You saying
all of a
National
sudden.
Geographic, call me
I
up.
literally said, because I'm into wildlife photography now.
Me want to lie, to be honest. Okay.
Oh, my obsessions. I'm
Okay.
such an obsessive person
no,
for
no,
no
no,
reason.
I really get you.
Non-ASI aspirations. God.
Fucking hell.
Don't have any.
Don't.
This is my life
Here's the
now.
way. Don't have any. I know this is such
Yeah.
a bit like this is something I was saying to Kaylee the other day. This is something so much bigger than us at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be one of those things that surpasses our
Life.
like
I do agree.
Yeah.
life.
Be happy. As horrible as that
No,
is.
but that's a
like,
very legitimate.
Try to reach that
Yeah.
content.
Do you meditate and
place.
stuff?
Not really.
You journal though?
Aw.
I have been every day of 2023.
That's really good.
Every
first
day,
time ever.
right? No,
That's
Every day of 20... The
it was
first three...
January, like the 5th, and I haven't journaled since then. So she is such a bullshitter. Every day, what do you mean every day?
You like every day.
This is
Every
January.
day.
Fucking hell, carry on.
What the hell was I going to say that for?
Also, guys, what were you gonna say?
We saw Taylor Swift.
We saw Taylor Swift.
When was
This
this
was
concert?
like January.
Oh,
January.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're God's favourite. Before you comment, how does it feel? Yeah.
It feels
It
great.
feels fucking good, thanks.
It feels like being God's favorite is actually
It's hard.
It's really hard, but
Yeah,
it's like it's worth it at the end
No,
of the
it
day.
is worth it. I feel very blessed because I was also at Harry Night 1, which people are envious of, which is the rain
Really?
night.
Right. First of all, reflections on that. There was a lot of talking.
I've just been made aware of how obsessive my personality is. Like, I will think... I will do something once and I'm like, so now this is my
Oh
career.
yeah, because I'm a journaler.
I'm a
And
journalist.
you're a National Geographic wildlife photographer. For that
Why
month.
is that? Like, why is that? I knew in my head, I was like, I do kind of like get obsessed with things, but like it's not that deep. But to think, yeah, I want to collaborate with National Geographic because I took a picture of a lion and I'm now a wildlife photographer.
And I wrote down my feelings once and thought that I was going to be really self-aware this year, and I'm not. So
It's the way you were so serious, like, yeah,
I
every
was
day
like,
so far.
I'm going to transfer the notes to a diary at the end of the month. No, did I fuck do that? Are you joking? I really said that. I don't even know where those notes of the diary entry of every day of 2023 are. Actually, I do have a memory of doing it, but it really wasn't for long.
Yeah, in terms of aspirations, though, very much the same. I feel like I was living a lot of the year thinking about, like, okay, how can I work on, like, these things, like, what I'm currently doing now? Whereas I feel like I've shifted my mentality of, like, how can I create some things that will last forever, last outside of me, exist independent of me having to be part of the brand, if that makes sense. So I feel like As Seen In can very much be that. Obviously, I know we are the brand, but it can also expand into loads of other things that don't require us to be the brand. And then, yeah, same with other things. I feel like I just want to create things that will outlive me.
Yeah.
That's my aspiration.
No, I think that's very valid.
And then, like, work with Coca-Cola because
You have.
Oh, yeah, I have.
You have. That is a really
Yeah,
good
true.
aspiration. But for As Seen In, it would be fun.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, just do something like I would love to do a collaboration where it's like Coke and Pepsi.
yeah, I know that would be so
I know
iconic.
that. I feel like Pepsi's owned by Coke as well, so they could do that.
I feel like it would be so iconic.
Yeah.
I think for me, oh no, because it's non-ASI aspirations.
Oh, those were, but yeah.
I think a
Still.
lot of my non-ASI aspirations don't exist because a lot of things I always relate back to this. It is just a big part of our lives. At
Yeah,
the end of the
it's
day.
a huge part
Like
of
it's
it.
something that weekly we think about no matter what. So
Exactly.
of course, even my outside aspirations have a part to play in this.
Yeah.
I think I agree with myself. It was probably just to find that level of happiness, which this year was tough, as we've said 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But I think It's looking up.
But I think also with happiness, it's like an ongoing journey, not a destination. So I think it's fair enough to have that as an ongoing goal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I think just, I don't know. I stand by it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But to go back to one of the aspirations, I really do want to do more ads this year, or any sort of ad properly for I've seen it.
Yeah. I want to do like host read.
Yeah, just like a basic goal to have some form of. And as soon as we hit that 10k on TikTok, that's more plausible. So guys, please, for the love of God, help us out.
Please.
Okay, next. Whoa! If this sounds slightly different, that is because we are re-recording our stem. Hello, we're midway through the episode. This is Tatty and Kaylee checking in.
Sorry to interrupt the broadcast, but we just wanted to let you know, if you are watching this episode, please leave us a rating over on audio platforms.
Yeah, and if you're on audio platforms and you want to see us or any of the things we're talking about that we might be showing on camera, we do film, so check us out on YouTube, and our shorts are on TikTok and Instagram.
And if you haven't already, definitely make sure you follow us over on socials because we post so much. We ask you guys to send in some questions for Q&As and much more.
Much, much more.
Anyway, back to the episode.
What are your top 5 favourite films?
Okay.
So I put Good Will Hunting, I Still Believe, The Longest Ride, It's Kind of a Funny Story, and Hidden Figures.
Okay.
That was
Because
5.
the thing is with me is that I have a very short list of favourite films, under 10 ever. Like literally under 10. I have lots of like close calls, but
See, that's the thing with me.
10.
I like a film and it's like, well, this is one of my favourites.
yeah, I see. Because then this is
That's
what I was doing when I was looking
This
for
is what I
this
mean.
research.
This is what I mean. My personality is too obsessive.
Yeah.
Because I see something once I enjoy it, I'm like, this is my personality
Yeah.
now. Until I get to the next thing.
Yeah,
It's
that is
so weird.
chasing highs. It's almost like a drug addiction.
Yeah.
We're chasing that next high. But
Yeah.
It's just like, what is wrong with us?
I'll read you the list then. It is more than 5, but I mean, I could take
Pick
one out.
5.
5.
Yeah, because then you can leave the rest for next year. Let's not give everyone everything at once.
It's funny you say that because everywhere
I know.
everywhere all at once
I did
is on there.
think that would be.
No, that's hard, Tat.
Okay, fine. Say all of them.
I'm bringing that back. I missed that.
When you ask people what their favorite thing is, I hate when people take that and like 5 years later they still think
They're
that's
like,
the
well,
favorite thing.
that was your
It's
favorite
like,
thing. I was like,
you said this in 2012.
Fucking hell. It's like watching someone have a stroke.
What did you say?
I don't know. I mean, I presume that it will be like the same ones that here, but I don't remember whittling down to 5.
Shutter Island, 10 Things I Hate About You, About Time, Little Women, The Handmaiden, Little Miss Sunshine, Coco, Truman Show, and Everything Everywhere All at Once. I did put No Way Home in there as well because I remember
Spider-Man,
feeling
No Way Home.
great.
No, facts.
at that
Oh,
film.
I
But,
can't believe
yeah.
I didn't put that in there. I can't believe I didn't put Black Panther. See,
Yeah.
this isn't
Yeah.
like it's difficult.
It's hard.
So I did say more than 5. I'm a big fat liar. Right, you go. What's your favourite films? 5 favourite films.
I'm only doing 4 this year.
Okay.
My letterbox top 4: Good Will Hunting, Tick Tick Boom, The Longest Ride, Hidden Figures. So Good Will Hunting and Hidden Figures are both there again.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, it's still a very short-listed thing. Shutter Island, 10 Things I Hate About You, About Time, Little Women, Handmaiden, Little Miss Sunshine, Coco, Spider-Man No Way Home, The Truman Show, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Arrival, and Broker. Those are my 12 favourite films.
Add Spider-Man in there for me. But
Okay.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Perfect.
For me. Okay.
Okay. Hopefully, one thing I'm looking forward to is gaining another favourite film. It's like my favourite part of the year is seeing that film and being like, that is
That's
actually one of my
another
favourite films.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favourite films from the last year?
I found
From
this
2022.
I found this incredibly difficult. One, because I hardly watched anything last year because I was in the trenches.
It's because I was doing my masters.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't watch
In the
anything.
trenches.
I watched a fair bit last year. I feel like I could have done better, honestly.
No, you watched a lot. You did well.
No, you watched a lot.
I obviously liked Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think that was literally the top film of the year for sure.
Nice.
Um,
Did you see his speech at the Golden Globes?
I was crying. Did you not
Bawled
see
my eyes out.
my private story?
Yeah, I
was literally
saw.
crying everywhere.
They literally weren't writing roles
Yeah.
for Asian
No,
people
they
in
weren't.
Hollywood.
They
Like
weren't.
it's just so
No,
like
it's valid.
it's
sure.
so annoying.
I loved
to
it
me.
so
Like,
much, and I love the Goonies. Like he is. Have you seen the Goonies?
Goonies never say die. That's what people are saying online. I haven't seen the Goonies though. It's a classic apparently.
Yeah, his character's so amazing in that.
Okay, so these films that came out this year,
Our top
or
5
just
films. Our
ones
top
that we
films.
watched? Because that is a confusing question.
It says our favourite films from the last year. So it is go to As Seen and Wrapped 2023. We spoke about them in more detail. But yeah, I'm going to say I loved Bottoms. I loved Past Lives. I loved Across the Spider-Verse. What else did I just say? Oh, Rylane. There were quite yeah, that's what I'm gonna say for my. Oh, Barbie and not Oppenheimer. Barbie. I was just saying that because it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I would say literally the same. Plus, I liked Saltburn. I really liked Horde.
Oh yeah,
which
yeah.
is Luna
Horde was
Kamu,
great.
who look out for that in the future.
Yeah.
But I really did like Horde. I thought it was really abstract and something I hadn't seen before. I did like Saltburn. It wasn't. I have thoughts, but it was.
Yeah.
I liked it. And then I liked what's it called? I like Triangle of Sadness. I don't even know if that was this year or last year. Broker and Arrival. Oh no, Arrival wasn't this year. Broker, and that was it.
Okay.
After Sun, actually. It's
Okay.
really good.
Nice.
And Empire of Light.
Dream role to play.
I have to.
Go on then.
Or I was obsessed with this book series when I was younger called The Gallagher Girls, right? So the first one was like, I'd tell you I'd love you, but I'd have
Isn't
to
it
kill you.
The Spy?
It's like a girls' spy school.
Yeah.
And there's this one black British girl. Her name is Bex.
Slay.
And like they're all American. There's one British girl. She's black. Come on, and a spy. I'm obsessed. I was obsessed with all things spies when I was young. So I feel like I'm destined to play that role. You should be in it too. I feel.
Thank you so much. I'd love to.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
You can be one of the other spies.
Should I read
There's
them?
so many. You'd have to do an American accent though, probably.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? That's fine. I can do that.
I can see you being like a superhero kind of. I just love to see you in that role because I feel like you're so not that in real life.
I'd have to do it as like a parody.
So like a Deadpool.
Oh, I've got a great answer for this year.
Okay, mine's
Okay.
exactly the same.
Same.
I mean, Whitney Houston probably not now. That was that was done a bit too recently. But in the
Okay.
future, I'd be so down.
Yeah.
And then the same Bex from the Gallagher Girls.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'd love to do voiceover work. Like,
Oh,
I'd love
yeah.
to voice a character in like a really crude adult sitcom. Like, sitcom, that's the wrong word. Cartoon. Because I've just watched Big Mouth. Like,
Yeah.
I just think it would be so fun to play like a recurring character on something just absolutely ridiculous. Just want to say stupid things.
I'd love to do a voice for like a Disney princess.
Yeah, just something like that would
something
be fun.
cute.
And then I'd love to be, I would love to be in anything period drama.
Oh
Just
yeah.
anything where I get to wear stunning, sucked in dresses.
Yeah.
And
100%.
just be that person. So those are my answers. And I said Elena, which is valid.
I would do anything to play Elena, Catherine, Amara, Tatiana. Is that Tatiana? No,
Yeah.
Tiana. I know.
Something like that.
Because she got
You could
kiss
do
on the mouth.
You could do the.
Bonnie, reverse the spell.
What's so funny watching it double speed?
Who else would I play? Because obviously I'm not going to play Whitney Houston. We know that for a fact.
It's been done.
It's been done now, unless it's literally in 10 plus years
You
time.
could do like like her
Why did we go into so much detail?
movie starring us as princesses.
So we work with Disney.
Yeah.
We're like the Princess Protection Program, but like
the School for Good and Evil. If you watched that.
so what? Like Frozen. There's an evil one and there's a good one. Who's
Kind
who?
of.
What on earth are we saying?
I don't know, but we're nearly at the end, so we really rambled our way through that.
Yeah.
I think we could do it. I think
Should we do that?
Should we just write ourselves a Disney role?
Like, are we being serious
Yeah.
about this? Like princesses. I think it should be starts rogue and then you find out you're a princess and you're like,
Oh,
what? I don't want to be a
yes!
princess.
Yes.
But you're forced because of your
Yes.
duty to your country.
Yeah.
And then you come and
You're forced because of the duty to your country.
Your duty. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
No, but I feel like we will do that one day.
Yeah.
I feel like we must be
I
princesses.
know, we have to.
It's our duty.
When we go to Disneyland and
Oh my god.
and it's like
copywriting this right now.
we become
by the
best
way.
friends.
Yeah.
And then you start to like it and
Yeah.
you know, it's like a whole thing.
That's really good.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
feel like I have good ideas.
That's
sometimes.
really good.
Oh yeah, we have to react to this. Oh, my gosh.
yeah.
Okay.
Our
What's
song does
next?
reach some-
Okay, someone you would like to meet.
I put Michelle Obama.
I put Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Oh.
Michelle Obama, Philly Waller-Bridge. Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Billie Waller-Bridge. Wait, what was the question?
Someone you'd like to meet.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say it and then be cringe when that
Yeah.
time comes.
Because I feel like I am going to meet her. So like,
Exactly.
so hi to her, honestly. But
Like,
I think I respect her so much.
I feel like my chances of meeting Michelle Obama are lower. So if I were to meet her, it's not like everyone. I feel like everyone would want to meet her.
she's such.
It's not like me saying, "Oh, I want to meet Zac Efron." which
Yeah.
obviously I would love to meet Zac
Obviously,
Efron.
we'd love to.
But like if I've now said that and I meet Zac Efron and this clip resurfaces in the future, it's just a bit awkward.
I
isn't
get
it?
you so much.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
it's the resurfacing of the
Yeah,
clips.
it does
for
make me
me.
nervous.
It makes me
Because we've
nervous.
had some close calls this year already.
Yeah.
With like people liking or interacting with our content, and we've spoken about them.
Yeah.
Or even just like interview opportunities. Like, not that
Yeah.
we've ever slagged anyone off to the ground, but you know, when it's just like you want to be careful,
Yeah.
too much of a fan or too hateful.
Yeah, you
It's like a
can't.
fine line.
It's a fine line. Like, I would hate to like meet someone and they're like, "Didn't you?"
Yeah.
Worst nightmare.
Worst nightmare.
So I'm not gonna
Okay.
say like Michelle Obama is still like number one.
Yeah.
Like in terms of outside of the actors and celebrities and musicians. Yeah.
100% Phoebe Waller-Bridge as well. I've say that to everyone I've ever met in my life, and I stand by that.
Do you know?
Yeah.
No,
I'd love to meet anyone that was in Shameless just to pick their brain about how that went.
I'd love to meet Gabriel Macht.
Who's that?
Macht from Suits, Harvey Specter.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I just love him.
Yeah,
He just seems like.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet Harvey Specter, but
course.
obviously he doesn't exist in real
of
life.
course.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to meet loads of people.
Last question.
Last
Top
question.
5 favourite musicians.
I put the 1975, Whitney Houston, John Bellion, the band Camino, and a new artist I found recently called Imani Graham. The 1975 opening track on their Being Funny in a Foreign Language, like the way it feels majestic, it's like that kind of music.
Sorry if you're living in
Yes.
True. Sorry if you're living in your 17.
Annie DeRusso,
Of course.
has been for a long time.
course,
This
of
is
course.
not anything. Annie DeRusso.
Get you, like Taylor Swift has been a top artist
Yeah.
in my music
Yeah.
since like 2010.
Yeah.
So I get
It's
you.
hard, like,
I get you.
Like I loved Catfish in the Bottom for so long as well, but they haven't really released anything recently. So it's
Okay.
like they have that spot,
I
but
get
like
you.
right now I'm not listening to anything. 'Cause,
Right.
you know,
That was kind of like
so,
1975 for like the last couple of years.
Even the 1975 probably up there as well.
100%.
There's just a lot of people. Sam Fender, Phoebe Bridgers, Annie DeRusso.
The Vamps.
Zaddy.
You're seeing them too.
I did see the though. I was like, shut your damn
girl. Don't be embarrassed.
Yeah, and I feel like those years, especially in our generation, were very like formative,
Yeah.
iconic years.
Yeah.
So in my mind, that's like where
And I found the Vamps through McFly. So like obviously there's always going to be like a special
place.
little place. And yeah, I did go to the 10th anniversary tour. Yeah, I did go to 2 dates.
Yeah, as you should.
Come on the podcast, guys.
Come on. Okay, I'm actually really looking forward to watching this episode back next year.
Me
Hi,
too.
Tati and Kaylee in
Hi, Tati and
2024.
Kaylee.
Happy New Year.
This is so strange.
Hi. What the hell? That's really strange. Hold on.
It's like an out of
I actually need to watch that in like normal time.
Awful.
I need to watch
I
that
have
in normal
thoughts about
time.
what I just said though.
Just to like.
Before.
Okay, I'm actually really looking forward to watching this episode back next year.
Me
Hi,
too.
Tati and Kaylee in
Hi, Tati and
2024.
Kaylee.
Happy New Year.
HNY, bitch.
But guys, if you have any
I
answers
didn't
to
like
these
that.
questions,
What
That
the
was
hell?
So interesting.
I can't
Should we
get
say
it.
hi to ourselves?
Well, hi, Tati and Katie in 2025. Is it bad? Is it bad? Just let us know. Like, just be so honest. Is it bad? Does life get better?
Send me an email
Yeah.
if it gets better.
Yeah. God.
Fuck.
Wow. Okay. Before we end,
Okay,
top
back to the
5
music.
artists.
Yeah.
Um.
I think what I was saying is valid about things changing all the time. And there
Yeah.
was something that I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. Annie is always... I think she is just like one of the new musicians in this day and age that I'm always going to like.
Same. Same with
yeah.
mine with
Same
1975.
with Sam Fender, actually.
Mine are very much the same as well. Like John Bellion, 1975. I will say I listened to a lot more country music this year, so Mitchell Tenpenny has definitely creeped up there.
100%.
And most of this year, I've noticed I haven't listened to many albums of artists because people aren't releasing albums as much anymore.
No.
I'm seeing a lot of EPs and singles. So I listen to like a lot of artists. How do I say it? Like temperamentally. So I listen to one song like over and over and over again, but not a full discography because they're not making albums as much. But I listen to a lot more movie soundtracks. So like the Creed 3 movie soundtrack, that's like been one of my top this year. So
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I've also listened to so much more country this year, highlighting maybe the Chicks and Meg Maroney. Even Breland's made like quite a big appearance.
Oh,
in my-
Breland.
in my list.
Of course.
So many country artists, but I've also really delved into like I don't even know what era, like 60s onwards, honestly. I've said about the Beatles earlier in one of the earlier episodes, absolutely rinsed that this year. James is a great artist. I listened to a lot of Billy Joel, a lot of Supertramp, and a lot of Cream, which is just like very old person vibes, but I've really loved that. And then yeah, country. I've always loved country.
Amazing. Well, guys, Happy New Year again. Thank you for listening. Let us know if you have any different answers to these questions. What are you looking forward to this year? If you've got any goals. I'm looking forward to watching this back again next year at the start of 2025.
Hope you look sexy and gorgeous today, girl.
Hopefully, I hope a lot has changed in a good way.
Honestly.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Okay.
We'll catch you next time on As Seen.
Bye, Happy New Year!